Another department I have is customer service. In personnel services, reflect a one promotion and a step raise, and also the adjustment for the insurance costs. We also have the second meter reader. He is on staff now, and he's getting up to speed very quickly, and hopefully we'll be testing for his D water license here shortly. With that in mind, you'll notice the meters. We had 150,000 budgeted. We're increasing that a slight bit to 160. That's to replace all the registers within the city. So hopefully we can get that pretty much knocked out by next year. That's the goal. It's pretty aggressive, but we think we can do it, especially with the second person. And that's really, last year we asked for a truck. Thank you for that. So each meter reader has their own truck. So there's no more capital expenditures for that department this year.
Any questions on customer service? Thank you, Mark.
Yes, sir.
You want to go next?
Troy.
Okay.
Troy, tell us which ones are.
Okay, Troy, tell us which ones are your Public Works Administration?
Yes, I'm going to start with Public Works Administration. I didn't put the overall increase, you should be able to find it on the last page of the each page, each section. But I just highlighted for you guys on there, you see it's, the first page can be the Public Works Administration. We're going to increase $1,500 to purchase AutoCAD. That's for Darren, he's our draftsman. It's out of date, he's updating, and then the subscription is, they no longer can just update it, they have to have the subscription to keep going. So that's what that purchase is. Then we're going to go down to the next page. It's for the building improvements. That's for Public Works building. There's a $30,000 increase. This is for a new roof. We've been looking for a while. We're trying to get that fixed. And then the equipment pavilion in the back, where we store all our equipment and keep it out of the weather. It's it can start to fall off of it. It's been falling off for years, but we need to get that fixed also. So that does it for the Public Works Administration. There's also the on all of these there's an increase for the salaries and wages, but that should have been I just assumed you guys knew all that.
Yeah, it's up there.
Yeah. Okay, so for the garage, we have equipment and maintenance repair. We're going to increase, that one's going to increase for $1,500. We're having the small scanners for the police cars, is that right, John? Police cars, the small vehicles, everything except 18-wheeler stuff, dump trucks, things like that. We have it updated. Then the next one is motor vehicles. That'll be for the shop truck. They're having a seat replaced on that, or recovered. He's getting them done instead of replacing the entire seats. They're repairing them for less than half the cost. Now we have disposal of regulated waste. That's an increase of $1,000. It's due to the recent oil and filter disposal prices. In the past, we have not. They've not been charging us for that. They've just been taking it, actually paid us for it for a little bit. But according to what's going on right now, they're starting to charge us now. Training, they're actually decreasing this one $1,500 because it has no major training this year. We still want to keep rolling in case there's something that comes up. Let's see, the equipment increase. Yeah, that was an increase of $13,500. You're going to be purchasing a new scanner for the big trucks. We have 3 new trucks. Well, we have 2 brand new trucks. That scans the fire trucks too. Is that correct? Yes.
The monitor for the computer.
Yes.
You plug it in and
Yes.
encode for it.
It's same thing as the small scanner, but it does all the big trucks, heavy duty scanner.
We were sending that out, outsourcing that, and we purchase this, it'll save us quite a bit of money.
Yeah.
For just.
Could do some.
And that does it for the, public works, I'm sorry, the garage. Next one is the streets, this is also drainage, streets and drainage is combined in one. Streets material, we're increasing from last year, 100,000. We're including, some additional curb work, Kent, from Finger and Jackson. That's supposedly going to be done next year, and also, we're going to continue on Woodlawn with curb. Moving on down to the equipment. We're decreasing that $26,500. Last year we purchased the F-350 work truck with the box on it, something real handy right now. We needed another truck, so that we're just getting F-150 for the additional truck, so it's a lot less expensive. And that'll be it for the streets. I have one in there for warehouse. I apologize, I'll put that in there, but I didn't have any changes on it. Then we'll go to property maintenance. Property maintenance, we have minor tools and apparatuses, a $500 increase. This is just for a new drill set. Stuff wears out, we gotta replace that. Then we're gonna go to parks, restroom repairs. This is gonna be for the West Rose Park. We're gonna be putting a new roof and then having some plumbing work done to get that restroom going. But I said it's $10,000, so, okay, $10,000 increase. Then we're gonna.
Is that right?
Well,
We're showing it down.
What we're doing, actually, we're trying to get that done this year with what we have, the funds we have now. So that is correct, it should be $1,000, but we're going to try to go ahead and knock that roof out, and some of that plumbing out this fiscal year.
Yeah, that was on my ordinance.
We're good.
Texas Department of Corrections, the past year and a half, we have not had roofs. So we're just gonna drop it down $6,500, down to $1,000. In case we get something in the year. And then that's done for the, for city property maintenance. Now we're gonna move to the water plant. Quite a few on this one. So we're having an increase of $20,000 on the purchase of that's the water, it's raw water. It's a sole source, there's nothing we can do about that. They go on the price, and we're just stuck with it pretty much. So that's an increase of $20,000, and that's also according to history. We historically used this much, and then it's increased this much also. Water plant chemicals, we get letters saying they're gonna increase, so we had to go up $21,000 on this one. It's a good estimate from historical usage. Water tanks, we're going to increase this budget $1,500 due to costs associated with cleaning the clear wells. We have pump rentals, disinfection, chemicals, things like that, brushes, things like that, on this out. Contract services, we're going at $10,000. This is based on the year expenditures, the current expenditures that we have. Our SCADA system has gone, it's old, so we're having to have repairs done on this thing. We're having to call these guys out of the and that's something that we talked about in the future. We might have to be replacing this.
Why don't you go ahead and tell them what the current cost is to replace the entire SCADA system so we can get the shop price over.
I think we discussed it a few months back, and I want you guys to remember it was $250,000 to replace this. So
We're gonna wait on that.
yeah. Let's see, so we're going down here to equipment. This is $20,000 increases to replace a high service pump that we already know needs to be repaired. We have redundancy, but we need to have this big so we can go ahead and have our other ones on backup. So, but we have also a raw water pump that we're going to have it looked at, make sure that it still works properly, and it's possible it might change. So that $20,000 will cover part. Next one will be plant equipment. We have some chlorine analyzers that are outdated, just like the SCADA system. It's hard, you can't get parts for it anymore. We're going to have to replace these, 3 of them. Hopefully we can replace 2 of them this year and the next one next year. Then we have an elevated storage tank. We got to replace the Crescent Tower fence. And this is, it's $20,000 increase, but this is a requirement. We had an inspection this year, or last year, and they wrote us up for that fence. It's got trees growing up through it. It needs to be torn down and replaced. We can't have any vegetation growing, and this is just what TCQ is. We can't get around that. I think that does it for the water plant. Yes, last one would be the wastewater plant. And really the only increase besides the salaries and wages would be the overtime. It's up $10,000. And that's due to, based on current year expenditures. We're making sure that we're covering this. Last year, we had somebody retire, we had somebody quit on us, and so there's a lot of overtime that's going to occur for this. We're working through that, but hopefully the overtime won't be used that much this year. And that should do it for my section. Questions?
The fence at the Crescent Water, is that what it's
Yes.
who maintenance that, who cuts the grass and maintenance that?
Our property maintenance is pretty good.
And did you say that did I hear you right say that the trees were growing up in the fence?
Yeah, there's a problem with it. Part of it's on, one side of the fence is on the Vincent Park Department side, then you have the 87
87 did back there?
and that field on the back side. We're gonna bring it in, so it's all on our property, then we can maintain the outside of it without getting on anybody else.
Didn't we have a tree knock the fence down?
Yeah, also that's it, I forgot, the tree actually came from Vincent Park and destroyed half the side of the fence, so.
That was just curious how they grew through the fence.
Yes.
You can't get back there.
Well, like I said, we'll bring it inside our own property line, that way we don't have to have.
Very
permission.
understand.
I have a couple questions. On your streets department and your property maintenance, I saw a decrease in both of your salaries. Are you losing people or moving them around or?
I can answer that. We've eliminated a person in property maintenance.
Okay.
Okay, because, actually, eliminated 1.5 people on property maintenance. We had 2 people retire, and instead of going back with a full-time person to clean the city hall and facilities, we got